Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu 5. Thought I'd do a review over my Oakely Horlbrook metal glasses. That's the model name, Horlbrook Metal. And they have a few different variants of this. This is my first pair of Oakleys I ever bought, and they're the most expensive sunglasses I ever bought. I've owned, in this order, not including cheapos, a vintage pair of Ray-Bans, the Costa de Merle Galvestons, and these Oakleys. And out of the box, I was much more impressed with the Costa de Merle Galvestons. And these were very well used and abused. These weren't abused as much, so they seem to hold up better. But that's not a fair statement, because these weren't abused like the Costa de Merles. But just a little comparison. You got a metal stainless steel frame on these, and they seem to look good in the display case. I'm not sure how they look on me. I'm just lukewarm about it. I'm not in love with them, and but I don't hate them as far as the aesthetics are concerned. To me, they looked better on the display case than they do on me, but you can tell me what you think. And these have more of a polymer frame with smoke arms and rubber, soft rubber temples that degrade in the sunlight for like years of prolonged exposure to the sun. And that's pretty much the only thing I don't like about these, is the soft rubber temples and nose pieces. They get tacky, they get smushy, and they seem to degrade when you leave them out in the sun, you know, on years on end. So these were definitely abused, and these not so much. But instead of having the rubber nose piece, I don't know the technical term for that, these have metal nose pieces with like silicone bubbles, or it's almost like a bubble. It's almost like some kind of, I don't know what it is, but these are comfortable on the nose, but they seem to be more robust because they're metal. You know, that nose piece is metal along with the rest of these, and you can see on the arms, I call these temples and I call this the arm. I don't know if that's technical terminology or not, but you have a rubber or polymer strip right here, and then you got the temples themselves. And this is not a soft rubber, it's more of a plastic, and I don't know what it's made out of, but so far they haven't busted through. The metal arms go all the way through the temple, and you have some kind of dots on the outside, but they're smooth on the inside. And so far they haven't failed me. I've taken these to the coast. I fished with them. That's kind of my test for sunglasses, is how do they work at the coast. In general, when I go on vacation, it's to the coast, with a few exceptions. But these were tested in that environment. I fished with them. They're not polarized, so you can't see betas well, and it doesn't cut down as much glare. But yeah, hindsight, I wish I would have got a different pair of sunglasses that were polarized, and my next pair of sunglasses are probably going to be a pair of Costas that are in the aviator style, although Costas has a frame that's similar to this, that's not metal, and I'll look at those as well. I'm waiting for a refund before I buy sunglasses, but these work. And although they didn't wow me like the Costas did, they work, and in that aspect, I'm happy with them. I'm just not 100% sold if I like how they look on me. But I don't think they look bad. I don't think they necessarily look amazing, but they are definitely wearable. But they come in a polarized version, but they're more expensive. Made in China. At least they say China on them. But they seem to be very robust, and they've lasted probably about 2 or 3 years without a lot of wear and tear on them. The lenses need to be cleaned, and I guess just one tip, or I'm going to give you a couple of tips for sunglasses in general. If you're wearing sunglasses while driving and you get out to go into a store or restaurant, or any building, you have approximately 3 steps once you enter the building to take your sunglasses off. Otherwise, you look creepy. You look like you're a stoner. You have a hangover. You're paranoid about the government knowing what eye color you have. You're possibly blind. And people will forgive you if you have dilated eyes from a eye exam, but in general, it's just a good common courtesy rule that puts everybody else at ease if you take your sunglasses off within 3 steps. I went to college with a guy that, in my criminal justice class, he was a real kind of strange person, and he always wore sunglasses in the classroom. It's just one of those things, like, why are you wearing sunglasses in the classroom? And why are you talking about police officers overstepping the bounds for, he said, quote, "It's getting to the point where you can't even drink and drive anymore." And he was in a criminal justice class, and it just didn't seem to make sense. He was weird. Anyways, that's one tip. The second tip, you see a lot of HD sunglasses advertised on TV, and I didn't own the ones from TV, but I got some HD sunglasses, some cheapos, about $20, give or take a little bit. They work well if you're driving at dusk or dawn or low light conditions. They work if you're outside in a very shaded area. And the cool thing about HD sunglasses, if you're inside and you're walking outside, you take them, you put them on, you can tell the difference between natural light and fluorescent light. Everything outside just pops. And that's why they call them HD, because, with that natural light, it makes everything pop, and you see a lot more detail and contrast and stuff. But, sorry, I yawned. So, you can actually see a lot more detail with these HD sunglasses. But, if you have sensitive eyes like I do, I have blue eyes, and I attribute that to my sensitivity to bright lights. It can be completely overcast, cloudy, and if it's a high UV rating day, if the weather says it's a high UV day, I have to have sunglasses even though it's overcast. And in general, when I'm outside for any length of period of time, I need sunglasses because the sun is just too bright for me. So I have sensitive eyes. I'm sensitive to light in general. I guess the flip side is that I can see better in the dark. So I would not recommend HD sunglasses if you're at the coast. If you're in a coastal environment and you're fishing or doing whatever, if you have sensitive eyes like I do, HD sunglasses hurt. They're painful to wear, and it kind of intensifies the effects of the sun on your eyes. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this review. Like I said, I use these for fishing in general, although I did fish with these. I kind of got these as more of a practical fashion statement. I don't know what that statement is, but I got these so I can look at stuff good, and I got these to look good. And I'm just not sold if I achieve that or not. But they do work. They seem to be robust, and I'm somewhat happy with them. That's it. I'm a Satsu 5, and I'm out.